I'm a member of the cartel. And I can go on and on and on about the tragedies I've seen. I ran Operation Ice Storm in Phoenix, Arizona, where the cartels were ripping each other's house off, where they were holding illegal aliens waiting for the payment, and they're ripping each other off. And if a migrant couldn't pay his fees, they kill him. And before they kill him, they call the relative who's supposed to pay the fee, and they forced him to listen, torturing the man until they came up with the fees they demanded. So out of all the tragedies I've seen, plus I love the men and women of the border patrol. They put their lives online every day. Same with ICE. This can be fixed, and we need to fix it because it's going to save American lives. It's going to save alien lives. It just makes sense. There's no downside in a secure border. I have arguments a lot up on Capitol Hill. Give me one downside in a secure border. What's the downside in less illegal immigration? What's the downside in less fentanyl that killed 250,000 people? What's the downside in less sex trafficking of women and children, which is up now 600%? What's the downside of less people on terrorist watch lists coming across the border? A secure border saves lives. A country can't have strong national security if we don't have border security. We got to know who's coming in, what's coming in, where it's coming in, why it's coming in. That's what national security is all about.
It's all you hear. And do you believe that instead of a national roundup of illegal entrants, our major focus of resources and political pressure on foreign countries should be on stopping the cartels in Mexico and the threat to Mexico that if they don't do it, and supposedly the new leader there is kind of against the idea of taking on the cartels, that will do it? And do you believe you could legally declare them terrorist organizations and use the military to go after cartels?
Well, look, ever since I gave the speech at the RNC, I've had numerous death threats from the cartels against me and my family. And matter of fact, my family isn't with me right now because of the death threats. But, President Trump has promised that he would designate them terrorist organizations. And I believe he should, and he will. And the reason why they should be designated terrorist organizations, the criminal cartels of Mexico have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined. Now, I just said, 250,000 Americans dying from fentanyl poisonings, and up to 4,000 aliens have died crossing the border. So these cartels are wreaking havoc in this country, and like I said, killed so many Americans. President Trump is committed to doing it, and I think he should, because the cartels are a national security threat to this country. You're getting a fentanyl from China. The precursors, they send it to the criminal cartels. The cartels make this poison and send it across the border. The border violence is now coming across into the United States. The criminal cartels of Mexico is like a Fortune 500 company. I mean, the Jalisco cartels is in 42 countries now. These criminal cartels that smuggle this poison over across the border, it used to be about smuggling into the United States. Now they have a presence in every major city of this country. Now they're taking over the distribution network within the United States. They need to be attacked. They need to be wiped out. Absolutely.
So why isn't that the primary focus instead of rounding up 14 million or whatever the number is people when all the cartel guys are bad? Not all illegal entrants in this country are bad. Most of them are here trying to build a better life and responding to the economic demands of our job market.
Well, a couple of things. First of all, there's more than one priority. The president has made it a priority to take on these criminal cartels and call them terrorist organizations and take them out of business, hopefully. The second, and there's parallel priorities. The president's been clear on stage, and I've been clear. The priorities for the deportation operation are public safety threats and national security threats. Last time I looked at the data, we have over 700,000 illegal aliens in this country that have a criminal conviction and a final order that are walking the streets. So, we got that. That's a priority. And national security threats, those that are deemed by national security threat, either by the FBI or by intelligence communities that we know are here, they need to be, they're going to be a priority. But I'll say this. Let's talk about the other illegal aliens here.